Richard the Fourth, the YouTuber Richard the Fourth, whom I've just discovered recently. He's an English guy. Has a great video about the subject that I'm going to be talking about here in this video. That's the people the legions of people who got on social media, showing their faces, showing their names in full sight, with no shame whatsoever, and openly celebrated the murder of Charlie Kirk, and did their little dances and just sang joyous little songs, and it was like it was supposed to be somehow supposed to be so cute or something, like they were being so naughty, and so it was so cute how naughty they were being, and other people on Twitter. It's just legions and legions of people like this. Richard the Fourth really helped put this all in perspective, put this whole phenomenon in some kind of perspective. I choose not to watch these videos. I mean, I've seen some of them just accidentally. I would not want to watch a montage of video after video after video like this, because it's just sickening. But Richard the Fourth, in his video about these people, shows them in the background, shows their videos in the background, but keeps the volume down, to eliminate the rage bait, because I think that's what it's all about. It is rage bait. It's witless rage bait, though. It's like, I have some respect for trolling and for rage bait if there's some cleverness to it, but it's just this isn't that by any means. But it is upsetting to have to sit through. But the way he talks it through is really, I think, useful. And I'm going to. I always forget. I always forget, but this time I'm going to remember it all. I will post a link to that video below, because I really think it's a video y'all should see if you haven't seen it yet, because it's helpful in sort of understanding this whole phenomenon. I feel I'm going to be talking. I think I'm going to be talking about Charlie Kirk for maybe a little while longer. I'm sorry if people are tired of, people are saying, hey, the wiki, there's more stuff going on out there, yeah, I know. But this thing hit me hard. I mean, it really, really did. And this whole, whatever this is, this excuse for a YouTube channel, it's basically me being self-indulgent. It's me talking about things that interest me at the moment. So I'm afraid you're just going to have to watch or not. You can, if you're tired of it, then feel free not to watch. No harm, no foul. I won't take it personally. But I hate to say this feels like, there's so many people who talk about how this just feels like a blah blah blah. So I wish there was another way of phrasing it, but it is a sort of intuitive thing. I sense that this is going to be huge. This is a huge event that's going to resonate and reverberate. Already, as I said in a prior video, I've been pleasantly surprised at how many people on the dissident right, just how the dissident right generally seems to have closed ranks and decided, even this fractious, argumentative group that can't ever agree on anything. It's and I was expecting there'd be a lot more people out there who'd be like, Charlie Kirk, who cares about him, Zionist stooge, um, but I've been amazed at, like, again, people who were his avowed, maybe not enemies, but his antagonists, like Nick Fuentes, which is probably the way I even ever knew about uh, Charlie, was because of Nick, and the Groypers, and how their whole mission, to sort of troll Charlie Kirk at these TP USA events. I'd really never seen him. Like I'd never watched any of his videos, or never seen him interviewed, or anything like that before. But it's, even Nick seems genuinely shaken by what happened to Charlie Kirk, and even like I said, even Sam Hyde, who I remember seeing him earlier, like a few months ago, saying, if Charlie Kirk's just just in the pocket of the Zionists, then I don't have any interest in him, saying something like that. But changed his tune, like when he found out. And again, this reaction is actually on video. Sam and the boys, Sam and Nick and Charles, just doing one of their videos where they're talking about various things, one of their perfect guy life videos, and then they're told at the very end, this has happened, that Charlie Kirk has been shot, and that he's dead, and they're all just, there's no ironic or smart alecky kind of oh, well, guess that's what you get for being a Zionist shill, or anything like that. And the amount of people who you would think that would be their first response, I've been amazed and impressed. Impressed because really, he's been shot dead. Can you be magnanimous? Can you be sympathetic? He's leaving behind a widow, 2 young kids. Can you just put that other stuff to the side for a moment? Those were my thoughts, but I thought I would be alone in that regard, because I'm just less. I guess I'm more of a softie. But these people who I thought would be more hard, like I said before, more tough-minded or something, or who might just tend to be more dismissive. They were all, everyone I've seen so far has been, like, wow, oh my gosh, this is awful, this is dreadful. I think, I think we all sense the fundamental decency of the man. Even like I said, even Nick, who made his life hell, and I think saw, or understood that this was a good man, who was who was trying to reach people. He was reaching out to these shrill, thoroughly indoctrinated college students who hated him, who hated him enough to kill him, as at least as one of them actually did, and probably others out there, wanted to. But he died trying to, you know, trying to have a conversation. That's he's a better man than me. It's humbling. I wouldn't be able to do that. As I said before, maybe I thought before that it seemed kind of naive on his part. Maybe he didn't really understand how indoctrinated these kids are, and how nasty they can get, and how they see you as, if you don't share their beliefs, that they've been indoctrinated to just think of you as evil. But I think now that he actually knew that, and he did it, he still went there and did these, and reached out to them because he cared about them. I didn't know I would get emotional like this. I apologize. I'm not ordinarily a sentimental kind of person, but yeah. So as far as, I think what I was going to talk about were these people who were celebrating his death, and what to do with them, or how to not to do. I mean, not that anything can be done about them. I mean, they're allowed to be awful and to say awful things. I mean, that's freedom of speech. But but the question, of if you're openly celebrating someone getting murdered, is it out of line to contact your employer and let them know that you've said this? I'm not a cancel culture kind of guy, but I think when you're out there saying it's good that yay, the person I don't like, the person who has ideas or beliefs that aren't mine, got brutally shot in the neck, and was bleeding out in front of the whole world, and in public, leaving behind a widow and two small kids. Yay, he's dead. All right, celebration. Somebody like that who says things like that, I'm not inclined to think. I don't think they should have to suffer forever, but I'm not inclined to think that there should be some consequences for that. So maybe that makes me a hypocrite on cancel culture. I don't know. I haven't thought about this before, but I guess when you see something happen to somebody who you get the impression, was a really good man. It might have been a saint. I don't know. And people reacting so ghoulishly. You would understand it more if it was somebody who was kind of obnoxious, or abrasive. And there's plenty of right-wing people who are abrasive and obnoxious, and who are provocateurs. But Charlie Kirk didn't seem like he was that way. That wasn't him. That wasn't his personality. He was. I've watched a little bit more. I've seen a little bit more of him, like interviews and stuff with him. And yes, he was smart and witty and charming. But he didn't he didn't relish getting under the enemy's skin. It just didn't seem like the kind of person that he was. He was just more decent than that. I mean, more decent than me, you know, honestly. Um, so, yeah, I mean, maybe I'm a hypocrite on cancel culture. I think what I'm gonna say is, if you're getting canceled because you voice a disagreement with Charlie Kirk, then that's wrong. I think you should be able to express any kind of belief or idea that you want. But when you celebrate a man's death, a man's brutal murder, you do it shamelessly. Um, you know, and you don't think if if some of these people had thought to themselves, "Oh, this is the way I'm feeling, but I better not show the world that I'm feeling this way because it's not really good to feel this way." So, but of course, the internet invites that, doesn't it? It invites you to to come on and unfortunately show your ass. You know, it brings out this uh, this kind of self-indulgence in people. This hey, look at me, you know, being audacious, uh, kind of thing. So okay, so I don't think it's cancel culture to lose your job after you go on the internet and celebrate someone getting murdered. Um, I will say that I'll be and I'll be consistent with that. So so that way you can't accuse me of being a hypocrite. You can criticize someone's ideas as vehemently as you want, express contrary ideas, you know, as strongly as you want. But when you've crossed the line when you've when you're celebrating a man getting brutally murdered. So that's where I stand on that now. All right, those are my thoughts, and I'm going to stop. I'm going to post this now, and I will remember to post Richard IV's very helpful video. So go to the comment, scroll below this video to the, what's it called? I don't know, the area, the place below the video, you know, the description box. That's what it's called. And I'll post it there. All right. Thanks for watching.